My wonderful co-host, Kayla, returns tomorrow from the 2024 Essence Festival of Cultures in New Orleans. She promises to bring back some fun recaps, but here's a sneak peek.
So, thinking about health and fitness, you're one of the OGs of making sure everybody is healthy.
I'm getting up there.
Why is this something you continue on, doing?
Well, first of all, I would like some younger cats to come so I can retire. I like them to come on center stage and take over, like passing the baton. But listen, this has been my mission since the start of my career as a young guy, particularly to help African Americans. Obviously, I help everyone in the country, but our brothers and sisters, I feel as though, have needed just some good information that they could relate to, can understand, someone who could relate to them, just to get them to kind of do things, not perfectly, but just a little better. And so I believe that when people are healthier and feel better, they're happier, they're wealthier, and they lead a more fulfilled life.
So, you kind of have been harsh to people, they said, in the past on TV. But, sometimes some folks need a little wrangling, to get them really going. So what's the rudest, nicest thing or piece of advice you can give folks to lose weight right now?
Rude? I'm not sure I can be rude. But I would say this. I would say look in the mirror and see if you're satisfied with what you're seeing in the mirror. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, but look at yourself. And look at yourself 10 years ago and 10 years before that, and ask yourself, is this really the best you? And I would bet that the majority of people would, if they're honest, would say that what I'm seeing in the mirror is not the best me. Now, I know you can be better as a person. I'm just talking about physically. Is this the best you? And I think if people ask themselves that question, then that hopefully could be a motivator for them to start saying they need to make some changes.
Gotcha. And a lot of times people talk about small people, right, and they think that's healthy too, but sometimes small people need to check on themselves, right?
Listen, health is not determined by your size. Health is determined by what you do to get to your size. So there's some people who are smaller, but what they're doing to stay small or get small is not very healthy. So you can be what they call fat skinny, where you are skinny, but you eat in a very bad way or unhealthy way. So I think people should not pay attention to the physical. They should pay attention to what the behaviors are. Are you eating less red meat, more fruits and vegetables? Are you exercising at least 3 days a week for 30 minutes of moderate intensity? These are the metrics that people need to instill and pay attention to.
Tiny Desk really became something. Number one, let's just talk about the fact that nobody knew that you were behind it and you have ties to Mississippi.
Yeah, well, I've been flying low for a while. That hasn't helped, but here we are. Yes, Mississippi is my second home. Without Jackson State University, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in today. So I owe a lot to the state of Mississippi and the city of Jackson.
Awesome. You think about just the people that y'all have put in position, and the legends that you're honoring really over the time. Who has been your favorite performer?
Today, it changes every day.
Okay.
Today is Shaka Khan. I don't know if you've seen that show yet, but the way her natural talent, it blows your mind seeing it a few feet away. She can still hit all the notes that she recorded 50 years ago. And the band was unbelievable. It was just the perfect show. The energy from the crowd, I'll never get over that Shaka Khan, ever.
And then, we're in New Orleans right now, and I think one of the ones that really caught my attention, and most of the folks in the world, was Tank and the Bangers.
Yeah.
So does this feel like a full circle moment to be in her city and talk about this?
It's such a proud moment because Tank and the Bangers, they're one of the few bands, they got their start at the Tiny Desk. They won the Tiny Desk contest a few years back. So we couldn't be more proud because we hang our hat on discovery at the Tiny Desk. We love to put you onto artists that you've never heard of before. So to see what Tank has done with their opportunity, it's the proudest moment because they started with us.
Gotcha. And then, so folks who are up and coming, is there an opportunity for them to get on? Or another contest coming soon?
Yes, we just wrapped up our contest for this year. We celebrate, this is our 10-year anniversary. The winner this year was this guy from Sacramento called the Philharmonic. We're on the road right now. We were just in New Orleans a few weeks ago. At the end of the day, we can get the big stars. People understand the impact of Tiny Desk now, but like I said, we hang our hat on discovery. So we love to, for example, we did a Tiny Desk with an artist by the name of Duran Bernard. A lot of people didn't know about Duran. But we offered him our platform, and 1 million, 2 million some odd views later, his fan base has expanded. So we love to offer the platform for the big stars and the legacy acts, but we love for the emerging act to come and explode at the desk.